the fire went down again, would you get tired of it? Baby, won't you be my summer rain?
Okay, I feel headless. I can't see myself too much, but summer rain. Is this annoying? Like, is this lighting annoying to you? Okay, so Biggie Blim, I'm gonna get straight into it. I actually have to get into a few things, but I'm trying not to look at the end goal. So boom, a few weeks back, I was asked if I remember my earliest memory, and I just started giggling to myself because I'm like, oh my gosh, like, that is such a good question. And I remember it, like, I know what it is. So I'm like, you really want to know? Because I have another memory, and it's like fake a little bit funny. Okay, hold on, I don't know what story I want to get into first. My problem is I be wanting to tell multiple stories at a time. Like, sometimes I do, but I need to keep my mind on track. It's just that in my brain is yeah, connected to this, like, it reminded me of this, so it's just like, let me just get through it at first. My brain is moving faster than my mouth, and it's like, okay, calm down, we're gonna get there. That's how I have to work with myself. So work with me, okay? Well, I work with me, okay? Because I work with you, okay? I was like, you really want to know? Because I have another one for you, like, it's a little bit more kosher, but I'm not sure. Like, is this a safe space? I had told him my earliest memory. He was like, what? How old were you? Like a few months. And it was about my babysitter. My babysitter, she loved me down, but I just remembered her feeding me and smoking a cigarette in my face. And I'm giggling because it's just like, I can't believe that's, like, parents will do certain things around kids, or like act out how they want and swear they don't. Like, you don't know, like, you're not even finna remember this. My earliest memory, I can remember the kids. Like, I remember their faces. I remember they used to run around the apartment with my pacifier in, and I was looking at them like, what the fuck? She wouldn't be who she is without her ciggy. Like, it was a part of her. She used to be blowing down in my face and feeding me my cream of wheat, like. And I'm just giggling to myself because I remember I had a project. I want to say it was the year they didn't know what to do with me, so I had all types of electives. We had a project to put together baby pictures, like tell our life story in the class. I'm not that type of girl. So I took a few 1-2 picture, like, baby pictures, and I presented it. And to be honest, I followed the example exactly how the example was. It's just, I stopped. Like, I stopped at some years, and I don't want the class to know my tea. Like, what am I finna tell you? I was just not interested in telling my whole life story to this class. Like, this is ridiculous. And I'm like 14 at the time. Yeah, so no. And he looking at me like, so that's it? Your life stopped at 3? Or like wherever I stopped. I said, yeah, that's pretty much it. This is psychology class. There was a bunch of different backgrounds in there, and I don't know, some people did feel like it was a safe enough space to tell their life story and cry in front of their class. Me, I'm not that type of girl. People are telling their pregnancy stories and some more shit. Okay, so lately I have been deeply pondering about the word trauma and how everybody knows you traumatized, and how people are, you know, identifying those things within them. Or I feel like you can identify your trauma and work through it, or you can identify with it and use it as an excuse, right? I'm thinking like, all right, well, everybody knows they traumatized, now what? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, so what do you do with that? So allegedly, what doesn't kill you make you stronger. Or it could paralyze you. Trauma is something that is passed down, feel me? Because it's like, you're created from your parents, you're created from two people because you're a manifestation of them. Humans, earth, the galaxies, and everything in itself is a manifestation of God. The way that we got here, we're a manifestation of who brought us into this world, right? Which is a whole other thing in itself, because it's like, they went through whatever they went through before they brought us into their shit. And I hate to say it like that, but damn, you know when Tupac had said his thug life tattoo meant the hate you give little infants fucks everybody? I don't think you got it because of that. That's a good spin, but like, that's not a lie. And as you can see, like, the world is getting more hateful, the kids are getting more smart, and they're getting more hateful because they're manifestations. Like, people just don't think that. People don't be thinking about cause and effect. And it's like, that is one thing I can say we learned in school. We did learn cause and effect. So it's just like, once you figure out, okay, this was passed on to me, now what do I do with this? And people usually just stop there. And when I say a manifestation of your parents, I'm saying like where their mindsets were at the time of conceiving you, their environment, their mind state, their trauma. That's why they're always telling pregnant ladies like, hey, stay happy, don't cry, da 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 da, because you are literally wiring another human being inside your womb, and that is crazy as fuck to think about. But once you're here, the craziest part is you're still 100% yourself. So that's why it's like, damn, it's my job to like go through my life and be a, you know what I'm saying? You're still an individual, but you were just programmed to constantly give pieces of yourself to other people. You are you 100%. Like, yeah, you may have somebody else's face and like, you know, things had to come together to make you you, but you are you, and there's no you. Like, there's no other you. And you came with all this shit that you have to work out yourself. So it's like, we have this information, but we're not utilizing this information, and you trying to figure out why there's diagnosis for this, that, and the third, and da 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 da. And it's like, people are so advanced that they slow. And because of how this world moves, and because you're programmed to participate, you've been programmed to give pieces of yourself to people, so you really wouldn't have your own essence, so you can stay in a confused state, and so you can stay in that traumatized state. The plan was never for you to like figure yourself out. Okay, so boom, I'm gonna give you a quick anecdote. Like, this happened literally day before yesterday. Literally, it just happened. I'm trying to see like how much of it I want to go through. Okay, so boom, I was cool with this girl, and then I was uncool with her because I'm big on respect, and I don't like when people talk to me crazy, or especially when they say crazy shit through text, because it's like, you know, you wouldn't have said that shit to me. Like, you know, you don't get like that in person, so it's like, why are you getting like that over the phone? But once I encounter shit I just do not like, I just block and keep pushing. So a crazy incident happened like sometime last month, and a message came in from them like through iCloud, and it was nasty. Like, it was like, huh? I have to analyze things because there's just not one way of looking at stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just not one way of looking at certain things. So I went through all of my emotions, and in the end, it's just like, let it go. I had to tell myself, bruh, you know how this shit go. And at the same time, people dealing with their own shit and da 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 and da da da. You know, like, I just have to go through it all, right? However, the other day I was taking a walk, and the energy around me was just weird. This man walked up on these two Caribbean men that was on a bench, and he asked them, oh, have y'all seen this person? And once people get to asking like, have you seen, like, I have to get on about my business, because I don't know if like, have you seen, and then you get took. I haven't seen no dog, I haven't seen your friend, I haven't seen none of that shit. He was closer to me than he was to those people, but it's just like, he wanted me to overhear him, and I just felt like shit was weird. I was seeing the same cards. I felt like I was in a Truman Show. Then I saw somebody that kind of fit his description, and I'm like, you know what, let me get closer to my car. Like, let me just go in the corner and look somewhere. I don't know what y'all got going on, but I'm seeing shit, and I don't know. Let me just slip into the car. I look up, and I'm like, hold on, I hope this isn't the car that belongs to the young lady that sent me that crazy shit. But low-key, I kind of do. So I'm thinking, if I pull up on a car and it's not them, I'm gonna be annoyed. But if I pull up on a car and it's them, like, I was just thinking so many things. But another thing I was thinking, I was just like, you're gonna have to say that shit to my face. So I'm chilling in a car, contemplating on what I'm finna do, because now I'm getting fixated. I feel like I'm on my Joe shit. Stalking skills ain't one, I'm not gonna lie. Somebody should hire me as a goddamn what's the name. Not only that, I can remember license plates, but it was just too far for me to really get into it. I just feel it in my bones. Like, I feel it in my bones. I'm just looking at this car like, what would the, like, there's no such thing as a coincidence. Like, coincidences are not a thing. So I'm just waiting on my moment. I see a figure get out of the car, and just the way it was walking, I'm like, I'm on that. Like, I want you to say that shit to my face, and I want to give you something that I feel like you deserve, type shit. Like, I was what song was playing? I feel like, ooh, it was playing, but in my head I heard That's what I heard. That's what I heard in my head. So at this point, I'm just like, okay, it has to be old girl. So as soon as I see her, she like, can we talk? And my brain literally, like my emotions just flip. Cause I didn't want to do no talking, I'm not gonna lie to you. But I was just like, I just changed my mindset and I'm like, you wanna talk? We can talk. So we talked. Well, she talked, tell her. Like, I shouldn't have said that shit. Ray-tay-tay. Da-da-da. Anybody I don't speak to anymore, I never ran into them again. Or if like somebody tried to give me like a fake apology on some like, I don't even remember what happened, let's just be cool again. Or like, yeah, that was some shit, but like, let's go back to the, like. And with me, I'm big on respect, and like it always goes back to it will never be the same. But we did have a conversation about like, oh, it's like my trauma, past friends, and da-da-da. And it's just like, no, I get it. That's why I don't hold shit against nobody. Like, I'm never gonna hold anything against you because I understand. That's why I enjoy getting to know people, because it's like, I want to know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to know you, not to use it against you, but like to know, are we truly compatible? Like, can I be around you? But if it's like, if I know that I trigger you to act a way that you don't like, and you telling me like, I didn't like that about myself, and I've been through it, and like I did this, that, and the third, and it's just like, I once I did that, I was just like, whoa, I didn't like that, da da da. When it comes to me and what I have been through, I'm like a mob boss when it comes to my respect, feel me? So it's like, if I feel like you disrespecting me, I cannot have you around me again. I was saying, like, at the end of the day, we both got a lesson out of it. And you could say like, oh, but that's not me, but clearly something about me triggered you to act in that way that you didn't know. Like, oh, I didn't know because I'm not really like that. And I was like, no, I know. I know. That's why I don't play the phone games. Like, I was like, no, I know. I never experienced somebody telling me they pure feelings. Like, I would always feel them like, oh, maybe they're feeling like this. I never had somebody say like, this is how you triggered me in person, like in my face, like that, like breaking it down to me like that, and not making excuses, you know what I'm saying? Like, nothing is a coincidence. When I say like everything she was saying is what I was thinking about, and why I was like, bro, I have to let that shit go. And when she said the magical word of like trauma, kind of the typical, this happened to me in the past, and like, you know, projected onto you, whatever. However, I just don't want to be nobody's trigger. I don't want to be anybody's trigger. Like, you know when a boy be like, oh, my last relationship, like, whoever that was, baby, like, whoever put you through hell, I'm so sorry about it, it was not me. I don't know, it give me the ick. Like, I don't like relationship trauma, I'm sorry, because it's like, bruh, whoever that was is so whack. And the fact that you here right now, like, you made it. You don't even understand, you made it. People need that rawness, feel me? Like, people need something tangible. People need tangible proof. People need tangible proof because of their trauma, because of invisible things, like invisible things that are holding you, that's like messing with you physically, is why people are so attached to tangible material, like things you could see. It just amazes me how people move, because it's like, you say you believe in God, but you can't see God, but I can, and everything. Like, that's why I treat people the way that I do, and that's why, like, I'm the type of person that I am. And it all goes back to the same thing, manifesting things in your body. And then I start thinking about, damn, people that are sick, or people, and then the rain is not helping. Okay, I'm just having an emo moment, because it makes me think of the human body and our abilities, or people that get sick, how things can be hereditary, it can be passed down, it can be skipped. And just like, I get very worked up about people not giving a fuck, like people not giving a fuck about kids, and like, you know, what they're manifesting. Because it's like, you could sit here and say like, oh, I want to manifest money, and I want to manifest this, and it's just like, you gotta fix certain things with yourself before you move forward. You have to identify things before you move forward, feel me? We're seeing crazy ass things online. These kids are angry and they possessed, and it's like not their fault, because of what has been passed down to them, and how we're literally lowering the out of the vibration on this earth. And it's like, pissing me off. Like, okay, I had a cousin that she had passed away at 21 from sickle cell disease, and I don't ever remember her being happy because she was always in pain. And I just think about like her personality was when she wasn't in pain, which was like very rarely. I want people to feel good in their body. I genuinely want for people what I want for myself, but only if they want it. I did not know that this video was gonna get me so emo, because I be having points written down, but I don't know where it's gonna leave me when I'm talking. But anyways, whatever I get excited about, when I learn things, like, I'm excited to share it. I'm not a full-time yapper. Like, in order to yap, I be needing time to myself. Instead of constantly repeating myself or saying my interest to 10 people that don't care, there's that one person that will get it, that can run this back. I just know that I like to be comfortable in my body, in my mind. And those are the things that I talk about, because I know a lot of people are uncomfortable in their body, in their mind. Your physical body is holding on to certain things, your brain, your memory. Scientists can't even explain how we hold on to memory. Okay, so boom, I'm going to blow your mind real quick, because you probably had anatomy, but they never told you in anatomy that your lungs hold on to sadness. Yes, your lungs are for breathing, and they also hold on to your grief and your sadness that's in your lungs. So when your chest hurt, oh, that's that grief hitting you, that's that sadness. When you physically feel your chest, like, oh my gosh, your lungs is holding on to that stuff. I'm gonna tell you how to release it. You already know that sounds and vibrations affect you. Frequency affects you. Music affects you. That's why we love it. We love it. I love music. Like, girl, if music was drugs, I'd be on them, okay? When you make certain moves in karate, that's why you gotta release your sounds. Your kidneys hold on to fear. Have y'all ever noticed when you see a diagram of like somebody that's sick or some type of growth in someone's body, it look ugly as fuck? Not because like, ooh, nasty, it looks like a parasite, because that's what it is. Like, it don't belong. Like, the fact that people get kidney stones, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you living in fight or flight. And I'm thinking to myself, damn, anybody I've known with like kidney stones was always like scary. Your kidneys hold on to fear. I'm not talking about foods and da-da-da-da. Like, we could touch on that another day, because I'll be the first one to say they're trying to kill us, and I will try it. I'm the taste tester. It's okay. Your kidneys hold on to fear, but when you on a roller coaster, what you be saying? Woo! That's how you release fear from your kidneys. They told you, celebrate good times, come on. And in the background, what they said, woo! Okay, not only does your liver hang on to that liquor, but it also holds on to anger and frustration. Oh my gosh, that's why I hate an angry drunk. Like, if you get angry and scary, I don't want to dance with your spirits, baby. When you was little, when you was in that classroom, the teacher couldn't tell you shut up, but she did tell you shh. That's the sound you make to release your anger and frustration. Your heart is holding on to anxiety. For the heart, in order to release that anxiety, you gotta hit it with the ha. Oh my god, that's why I'm always laughing. And I hate when people think I'm always laughing at anything. Like, no, I be laughing at quality shit. Like, it gotta be funny. I just don't be anything. But in order to release anxiety and overexcitement from your heart, you better find something to laugh at. Find something to laugh at hard, loud, fast, now. You know, when you get nervous a little bit, or like if you nervous laugh, that's your body getting rid of it. So you know how people tell you, like, listen to your gut. You feel a little off about something, hold on my stomach. When you eat something bad and it hits your stomach, that is where you're holding on to your worry. When you start overthinking, your stomach and your spleen is holding on to that worry. The sound that releases it is whoo. And once you hit that toilet and you're holding on to shit, you're whoo. That's how you can remember. When you pregnant, I've never been, but they tell you to breathe like whoo, 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 whoo. Your body as a whole holds on to stress. Before your muscles get stressed, your fascia gets tense. You gotta hit it with the hee. How was the Tim Mine crying in the Wiz? Tahiti, Tahiti. So yeah, you were born with certain things. You've accumulated some things while you here. And since we gotta be here, I'm gonna help you out. Help me help you. What else you wanna know? Because we could talk about, I could keep on talking. I can keep on talking, but I'm just gonna give it to you in increments. I can make a few different parts of this, I'm not gonna lie, because I feel like I didn't touch on everything I wanted to touch on. However, the hate you give little infants, it does fuck everybody, because everybody is traumatized. So we must release that trauma. We cannot destroy energy, but we can manipulate it. It may seem as though people always need something to be mad at, something to blame. What people really need is like release. And if you want to be mad, you gotta be mad at yourself. You gotta be mad at yourself for like not changing, for knowing certain information and not doing shit about it. And I'm not saying like, let's go out and change the world and da-da-da-da, but it's like, change your world, change your mind. Feel me? You don't always have to be in a positive state. You're supposed to experience all your emotions. You have to use your emotions as power because they are. They're meant to be felt. They're meant to be used. Like, literally, God is having an experience through you. So why cut yourself off from the experience? We gotta be here. Like, shake it up. Like, let's shake it up. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. Can you like it? No, because I have been like, I have been letting y'all rock for time, but it's like sometimes I have to put my YouTube hat back on. No, can y'all like the video? I'm not playing with you. Like, I'm actually not playing. I need you to like it as soon as it starts, because if you made it here, you like something. So press it. I'm not playing. Oh, they popping in firecrackers. I'm out of here.
Distorted self-image, we settle to fail. I'ma make sure that the real gon' prevail, nigga.